What's poppin', guys, and welcome to Club React, the local game and anime kickback. I am your club host, Two-Ton, and today we got a new camera angle. But really, though, honestly, I know why you guys are here. Solo Leveling, Season 2, Episode 6. I have heard nothing but great things about this episode, man. I know I've been super behind on my uploads, but we've been recording on time, okay? So I'm excited to see what this episode is about. I know we're going to get a fight scene for this one. I'm excited. Rach is excited. Rach has been foaming at the mouth to get Jinwoo to fight, okay? She's been feeding. So this is going to be a really good episode. You guys already know what time it is. I won't waste too much more. We yap enough for these. Grab your drinks. Get a section. Let's get into it.
So, I rewatched the first two episodes. I finally got a chance to rewatch it.
From season one?
I didn't have a chance to rewatch anymore. Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. So
sounds like pre-cooked theory.
Let me
go ahead. Do your thing. I got you.
Okay. And then there's another thing I did too, right? Whenever I was hanging out with my friends the one day, none of them have ever watched anime ever.
Oh no.
And so I thought, what is the best thing we can do other than ask what they think? Because they had no clue what was going on.
Sure. Okay.
So
okay.
I wrote some theories down in my phone, and we're gonna go over them real quick before we jump into this.
Outsourcing.
I know. Outsourcing.
Okay.
Some of these are mine. Some of these are not. One hint was left on our last video. It was just they basically said that they did reveal the reason that Jinwoo was chosen.
Did they?
So they said that it was in the flashback in the first episode.
What? Do I have to go rewatch that? Did you find it?
Well, I found it. So here we go.
Less.
So this is actually a big theory I combined right now. So I noticed they said that Jinwoo was always close to death.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, constantly close to death. God of death. Constantly close to death.
Ooh. Tell me I was
chosen for his experience with death. Okay? And then I also
that makes sense.
Okay, so this is the one I kind of refined.
Okay.
Because we had said, why was Jinwoo chosen? Was he perhaps also chosen for protecting his team? So we know he was chosen for his life-threatening experiences.
Yes.
Was he also chosen for protecting his team? And we were having a problem with that because we're like, well, this God's definitely evil. Like, how is this working?
Right.
You know, why would he give his power to someone who did good?
Right.
And then I thought more about it, and I said maybe the God isn't actually evil.
Right. Okay.
And maybe killing is okay in this world. Like, because what is a moral really? A moral is something someone else told you is wrong.
True enough.
Every single world could have different morals. Especially this world is very different from ours.
Yeah.
So maybe it was all like a big test, in the most like extreme measures, because this is a lot of power given to Jinwoo.
True.
Like a lot of fucking power.
True.
So he needed to make sure that this was absolutely like the right person to take his power. So he put like extreme measures, like extreme tests, fucking blowing people up, stepping on people and shit, to make sure, because it definitely was a ritual. In the first episode, they did say the middle looks like an altar.
That one,
blood spilled on the altar.
That one we nailed. That one absolutely looked like a ritual for sure. There was no getting by that one.
The blood dripped down into the altar, and then something like lit up or something, if I can remember. But basically, so that was a ritual. And then this is the other thing. A lot of people were pointing out the word monarch, which you did go into a theory.
I did.
About in the last episode. I did want to refine on that, though.
Okay.
So you know how I said maybe it's a monarch inherits power.
Yes.
So I was thinking, instead of the God trying to take over Jinwoo, the God's just trying to give him his power to move it, because maybe this world's dying.
Right.
and the god's trying to push his power onto the next person.
So
like the Avatar.
So less of a takeover, more of a pass the torch.
Like Avatar.
Yeah,
You know?
it just goes down the line. It's like passing the torch of power to the next person.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of questions about these theories. All right. So first, at the start,
Yeah.
him being close to death. Now that you said that, they did in fact mention that. They did in fact mention that because they go over like his hospital. Matter of fact, they bring it up in season 2 about how he was an E rank who was always like and his hospital bills were high. And so hear me out. My only caveat to that is similar to your is there more than one type deal, because I know he was an E rank, but we all know that there is no way Jinwoo was the only E rank. So like, if he's that close to death, wouldn't that make other E ranks relatively the same? I guess like closeness to death, because like if they're going in there and he's got unless he's like the bottom barrel E rank, like I couldn't imagine the other E ranks not having the same issue.
Yeah, that's also where I don't know. And this was my main question I had: was Jinwoo chosen upon awakening that he was going to become the next monarch,
right?
Or did he just happen to be at the right place at the right time?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. My other question is, being that it's monarch, so maybe it's not evil god trying to take over. Let's assume. I still leave me questions about these portals in other worlds, but let's just assume passing on power. He's the next Avatar. You know, he's the next Shadow Bender. Fine. Yes. Does that mean there are other gods doing the same, for example, with these S ranks? Remember how we have like does that mean that there are now fire monarchs or like beast monarchs, which sounds dope as shit, by the way?
Yes. That is the other thing that I was curious about. That I don't know. I don't think we have the answers for that yet.
Okay.
I also have another thing. So you know how I said maybe Jinwoo was chosen upon him being awakened?
Yeah.
So, his mom.
Right.
She went into, this is, thank God I rewatched the first 2 episodes because this reminded me of this.
Right.
The reason she went into a coma.
Right.
Is because it's called eternal sleep or something like that, and it is caused by exposure to a lot of mana.
Oh, right. And there's no cure for it.
Yes.
Because it happened when the dungeons were new.
Exactly. So my other theory is, my first theory was maybe his dad caused her to go into a coma. But apparently his dad disappeared long before she went into a coma.
Yeah, so
which also means I
want to add on to the dad
sucked
thing.
Into the dungeon, or did he leave? Okay, go ahead.
So, and it wasn't really a spoiler. This was another one of the comments that they left in my video. So I forget your name, so I'm sorry, but thank you for explaining this. I did go back and watch some of the other stuff or some of the other clips as well. They do mention that his dad was in the first season, that he went missing. So they did clarify that dad went missing. It wasn't that he just left. He went missing, which I assume is when he got trapped in the dungeon. Yes. One of my commenters also brought up that they explained it in the manhwa, which is a side part, so they probably didn't put it in the anime. The dad went missing during the early stages of the dungeon showing up. So I forgot where I was going with this. Crap. Shit, I had it. Okay. Dad went missing. Oh yeah, there was no like regulations for any of it. So like he didn't like just leave. He went missing around the time of the first dungeon. So they didn't have a way to like measure magic or like measure any of this other stuff. They didn't have a way to grade dungeons.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking dad got caught in like one of the first ever S rank dungeons. Similar to how like the ant dungeon that broke.
Yeah.
So they did tell me that like that they do explain what happens to dad apparently.
Are we thinking that Jinwoo's dad was the S rank before or after he went in the dungeon?
I'm willing to bet that I don't know if he was S rank necessarily, but my theory on how he came out of that dungeon is that he was relatively strong going in. And I brought that up to bring in with your monarch theory. If they're just passing the torch, what if dad got one of these monarch powers?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So there's a different thing. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was originally his dad that sent her into a coma.
Right.
I think she was sent into a coma by someone. So I wrote maybe he was visited by something after his dad disappeared. Like, and maybe he didn't know, and maybe this person visiting became or is what sent his mom into a coma.
Here,
because this person had so much magical power that it just set her off. And maybe like after that person visited, he became awakened. So I feel like if that's the case, he was chosen right off the bat, and maybe he was chosen because he was Jinwoo's
Dad Jinwoo's Dad Jinwoo's kid.
Son.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's a question:
yeah.
Did someone come and visit them? Has that been confirmed? Is that? Or do you think so?
No,
okay.
This is my hypothetical.
Okay. Okay.
I have no clue. I just think now there's a chance that she just went into a coma just because people did.
Right.
Because of the dungeons.
Right.
But with everything we're considering, especially the fact that Jinwoo was chosen, I feel like maybe it's a matter of whether he was chosen because of his actions in the dungeon.
Right.
Or was he chosen from the start?
From the start. What if, regardless of whatever the plan is that's going on for this, what if his mom ended up going into a coma because God of Death chose him? So, I mean, maybe, and for all we know, there's like maybe some foresight, clairvoyance that they have that they saw Jinwoo going through prior to, which is why they chose him. So when the dungeon breaks happened, maybe that surge of power released from the dungeon, like him picking Jinwoo, probably had a side effect on Jinwoo before Jinwoo noticed, which causes him to awaken, right?
Yeah.
What if that transfer of power and him awakening was what put his mom in the coma? Because if God of Death is what chose him to awaken, like if they're all passing torches, you know what I mean? Like Beast Monarch or whatever.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that him, like maybe he visited him, and then after he visited him, he awakened.
So you think there was a physical visit?
So,
I'm thinking like maybe he like
yes.
incorporeal type shit, like sent his powers to him. Like I don't know, I won't say telepathically. I just mean like with that, because remember they're new. So with that surge of the dungeon breaking, maybe he focused his powers to Jinwoo, whatever this is. But in order to complete it, there had to be a ritual. But he sent that to Jinwoo, causing him to awaken. His mom got sick because of it, which inevitably ran him into the dungeon. But saying that could also still put some stock into not quite a time paradox theory, but our earlier time theory. Because if they have clairvoyance and he can see what Jinwoo's going to go through to choose him, you know what I'm saying? He saw this happening before it did.
Yes, it also does have to do, I feel like I would have a more definitive answer on that if we know how people get their powers to begin with.
True.
Who gives them their powers?
True.
Is it like, because I know in the last episode we said, oh, maybe it's a god from our universe. But rethinking as like the whole monarch theory, who's giving everybody power?
Right, because it can't just be one or two gods. My final thought process, I'm gonna go with more than one. Our original society of gods, if you will, I'm gonna go with more than one. And if he's being passed powers, I am willing to bet there is a god, or let's rephrase that, there is a monarch for every major like power that they have, like an assassin type or like a beast type. I'm willing to bet there's a shadow, beast, fire, like whatever the fuck else. I don't know, dragon monarch, whatever they have. I haven't seen anybody with dragon powers, but throwing stuff out there. There's a monarch for like everything.
With all these people,
right?
Surely there's repeat powers.
Right.
How does that play into repeat powers? Like, for example, is Jinwoo the only one with necromancy?
True.
Or do other people have necromancy? And where does that play into the whole monarch situation with the god giving him his powers kind of deal? That's what I think we need to know more on before we can theorize further.
True. Okay. Quick hypothetical. Just now leave it be here. Okay. All right. Maybe there is like one for every type. However, what if their test, or you know how they got different ranks? I'm trying to say this correctly. what if those different ranks are the test? Like, for example, if they have a certain level of potential per person, maybe the assassin type really is like all of the shadow monarch type skills. Like, let's say they have like a dragon monarch, for example. Then you just get a bunch of fire users who can just spit fire on different levels. You know what I mean? So maybe the S ranks are like the top pinnacle potentials for these next monarchs. Because maybe everyone's passing their powers over. If their world is just dying and they're passing on to the next gods, that would explain the S ranks.
Well, so then why did Jinwoo get his powers as an E rank?
Touche.
This is the things that I'm confused on.
Yeah, touche. Because I mean, there were some shadows that were a bit, that like, well, the assassin guy who was a B rank, he was a bit better than him. But again, maybe that close to death thing had something to do with it, despite him being an E rank. I'm just spitballing, just because like the whole monarch thing has me guessing, and I feel like there's a whole lot more to this monarch thing now than we realize.
Exactly, yeah, because I was not really something I was paying attention to before
at all. I just assumed that was a fancy.
Everyone's just kind of like, I know, I just assumed it was just a title, and not a hint. But I guess that's the whole show. I feel like there's a lot of hints throughout, and we just need to make sure we pay attention to like, all of them, or at least try to.
Listen, it's kind of,
like, even though there's so many.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. There's a lot,
but I don't know. I was thinking of reading the manhwa up until we were at, but I've been stopping because I know I'll keep scrolling.
Yep, that's why I haven't looked at it.
I will keep going, and that's why. Okay, because we know a big fight scene happens in this episode. Everyone's been hyping it up.
Bro, my TikTok has been
up
dangerous.
On my YouTube.
My TikTok has been dangerous.
It showed up on my YouTube, literally, and I was looking at it, and it was like Jinwoo versus whatever fight scene, and I was like, I just shut off my fucking TV. I was so close to clicking on it. I was like, I can't do it. So it's like, I know I'll keep scrolling, but like also with the stuff that is removed from the anime, go ahead, you can comment that down below, as long as we haven't gotten there that far yet. If anything in the past, like how Jinwoo's dad, a lot of stuff was cut from him. If in the past there was some stuff that was included, go ahead and throw that down below if you know what it is, because I feel like that stuff's really interesting to read too. And plus it could maybe hint more. I mean, I'm sure they left in the important stuff, but like also whenever it comes to like cutting from a work, you might leave stuff out that like you didn't realize was important, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that stuff would kind of be cool. But I mean, also maybe I'll try to read the light novel. I mean, that's the only thing I read really fucking fast.
I mean, I don't
want to. Maybe gonna read it, but
I just don't want to ruin it for myself. So like, I'm trying my best to not like mess that up, because I do think the people who are commenting are kind of helpful, and I know that they'll, like you said, they'll cut out a lot of it, which makes the anime confusing, and I think that'll help us make our like conclusions or theories more adhesive. Like last episode when we found out more information, I feel like we kind of narrowed some shit down when we got to sit and watch it, because it wasn't super crazy. Like the last two episodes weren't like crazy action packed, but we had enough information about Jinwoo to kind of be like, oh, we were right about this, or you know what I'm saying, as stuff is progressing, it makes things a lot more cohesive. So yeah, I would agree if the manhwa doesn't ruin it for us to up until this point. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
And also, I really want to know what the fucking Orc King has to say.
I really why did he bring them there?
Bad.
I really need to understand this. I need to understand like why he brought them all the way there. What was the purpose?
Oh, I'm so fucking excited. Okay, well,
let's do it. Let's go. Of course, it starts with her being nosy.
Oh, is she gonna go in?
Oh yeah, can she?
The other side's cursed.
Can she go in?
Maybe she can go in. Maybe she can go in, but she can't leave.
Maybe.
Is
she taking a pickaxe?
He doesn't have anything else. Oh, she ain't even taking it with her. At least grab like one thing.
Yeah, you at least gotta take the pickaxe. Come on.
Yeah. At least, just in case. Yeah, it's better than nothing.
That man has an army.
Oh
Jesus. They're so dead, bro.
Dude, I know.
Look, he's itching. Look at him. He's itching.
Shadows. Oh my god.
A city or succeeded. And that's just an A rank. So imagine an S rank dungeon break, bro. These orcs look so menacing. Oh my god. Buddy with the bone armor on is crazy looking. Oh, here we go.
Imagine he's not the dungeon boss.
Bruh. Ooh.
What?
Entertainment?
Oh, just for entertainment?
Really?
Damn, okay. That's it?
Wow. Killed and tortured for entertainment?
Damn.
Alright, my guy. Never mind. I thought we were going to get secrets out of him.
I know. Okay, he's not a fucking human.
Oh. Oh. Nobody else moves?
They're fucking scary.
Damn.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Anti-gravity?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
GG's, my boy.
No!
Yeah. Damn. Wait. Hey, yo, relax. Oh, my. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Let's fucking go.
Let that man loose. Here we go. Yes, sir. Look at my boy. Do you think he is going to, like, because then the surveillance team is here. Do you think he's going to get some secrets out of him after this fight?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. This is tough. I'm not sure.
Because
God, I'm so
the
excited.
the last intelligent creature that he went up against basically NPC'd and like it wouldn't give him anything.
Oh my god. Speaking of NPC.
Yes.
This was another theory.
Mm-hmm.
What if no one else saw the elf glitch? Only Jinwoo did.
Ooh. I did not think of that. I didn't think of that at all.
And yeah, and it's specifically for Jinwoo because he is the player and maybe Jinwoo's the only person not allowed to know.
Ooh.
And why would the other people need to see? That was a thought. I didn't get very much further with that one.
That's a decent thought process though. What if he was the only one that saw it? Because I think everyone was so much one of them was definitely beat to hell and back, but everyone else was so in fear for their life. Like, I don't think anybody else was really watching their conversation. Actually, let me rephrase that. It doesn't matter because they couldn't understand him anyways. We've already established that they speak a different language, so that's true.
Yeah, so did they start... Were they speaking Japanese or were they speaking their language whenever he kind of said that? You know, that's what I also didn't know. Like, whenever he was talking to Jinwoo, was he talking in the dungeon language or no?
I think
I wasn't sure about
the
that.
ice elf was talking in the dungeon language. I know this orc shaman, whatever this is. I know he originally wasn't speaking in their language, but we saw that last episode. He switched to their language.
Yeah, because they're all understanding.
Yeah, he swapped to their language last episode. So I'm wondering. I want to know if he's gonna get something out of this one.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the guy who glared at last time.
で、孫ハンターは行員の次
Right.
の持ちか。S 級ともなれば行動のすべてが監視対象となる。その自覚があ
I
る。
wonder if he's just gonna like.
明日のニュースを見ればお分か
He's
りに
just.
なること
Oh, is he going in?
So excited.
He's gonna see his powers, bro.
I think he- yeah,
I think
he's
he's
going
gonna
in.
finally see his powers.
じゃあハンタ
I hope so. Hunter's.
Ooh.
ー。何ですか？今の尋常じゃないオーラ。
Oh,
体が引き裂かれ
the
るかと思った。
orcs.
Was that Jinwoo or the orcs?
はい。
Oh shit.
魔力がダンジョンボスのもの
Yeah,
だ
tie that hair
What
back.
if it wasn't coming from the dungeon boss? What if that was coming
That's
from
what I'm
the
saying.
dungeon
Was
boss?
that Jinwoo?
I guess we'll see. Let's see. Oh my god, so excited.
なんと浅はか。
Oh no.
見くびられると困るんだけど。好き。君主に
Monarch's domain.
Oh.
悪魔影の兵士は悪魔の城を経て一段と強くなった。
Look at, hey yo, look at Tank.
信じられない。
I know.
俺ですら召喚できて2体だってんのに。
Yeah, he's a summoner too.
Yeah, remember he
But
only.
maybe it's different.
That's what I'm saying. So some of them have
He's right.
some of the same powers. So like he could only summon like what 2 last episode?
Yeah, like 2 fire guys or something.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like, yeah, I don't know what the difference is completely, but I think, you know, in the ominous magic power is different. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yuki.
Fuck him up, fuck him up.
Hey, let's. Oh my God.
Just vaporized immediately. Holy shit.
Okay.
Let's go, Tank.
Now that one's iron. Tank is in the back.
Oh,
Mom,
that's oh, yeah, that is
boy.
Iron. Tank's a bear.
quick work.
Let's go, Iron.
Hey yo.
Ooh, look at him fly. Look at him flying, dude.
The whole squad is out there whooping ass.
A 級ハンター程度か。一匹の廃を
Holy shit.
死後界は破壊される。
Oh. Damn.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There's the dragon you were talking
Well,
about.
right there's a dragon.
There's a fucking dragon.
Shaman is not fucking around. Oh.
Oh. Go, Jinwoo, go. He's getting pushed back. How much does he have?
We know he has a mana bar. We know that.
Yeah, he does. Does he have some level ups maybe, though? Stored away?
Well, maybe he has some items, because remember, he always has items on him. Hey, yo, the little orc is cold, bro. Higher end, almost approaching. So there's a range. There's a range of what these things. Who's measuring these,
Yeah.
bro? This is like their 3rd gate that they've gotten wrong. Who's measuring these gates?
Okay, well... Okay, so there was something mentioned that I didn't know, because I got one of my other friends hooked on the show.
Okay, okay.
Okay. And he said, whenever he was rewatching, that it was mentioned that people can suppress their power, like their magic power readout. So that's how this gate was measured so lower than it actually is, because that shaman was like suppressing
The
his,
shaman
like, magical
suppress.
aura, you know what I mean?
Okay, so the dungeon
Yeah.
monsters can control their output.
Yes, so because he just fucking let loose, like he pushed out all of his power, now we're getting an accurate reading. So he's almost S rank.
That begs the question though, because remember how you said earlier, like how you said, why not just give the monsters the power? Can the monsters also level? Because they say approaching S rank. I wonder if they like stay that way, or like can they evolve?
That is what I don't.
Also.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Okay, okay.
There's still so many fucking orcs.
Bro, see, there's his magic bar.
Man, that's going down quick.
There we go. That's yeah.
I know I was gonna say he has some pops.
Yeah, because like, he always has like potions and shit. Now see, now he's called himself a necromancer.
Arise! Oh my god, arise!
お前たちもすぐに俺の影にしてもちろん
He's doing the thing.
Glitching. He's glitching.
He's doing the thing.
He glitched.
What is happening? Why what? Tell us, what is going on?
Why am I here?
Okay, this is the second person who said the same thing. All right, well, except he said it a little bit different.
And
when his eyes were open.
Okay, but he just said so he was put in here. So
Yeah.
I think somebody wiped his memories and just popped him in the game.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, is this they said apparently it wasn't a game, because again they talk like it's a game, but like when his eyes were opened, meaning he was put here or awakened here, he probably was created.
Yeah.
I would assume by the gods, whatever gods put him in this area. He was just told to kill humans, but this goes back to why do they have to kill the humans? Like what?
And why are they put there
Right.
to begin with?
Why are they put
like
here?
is it like a was he created by a god and put in there, or did he already exist? Someone just yoinked him off the street, wiped his memories, gave him some power,
Turn him into an orc,
and put him in the chair. Yeah,
So
you know.
This is where my initial
Like-
theory came from of God trying to take over or somewhat trying to move into a new domain, and humans given powers either by one or many gods trying to stop evil God from getting out. So maybe Jinwoo maybe he's one of the gods that they're using to stop them to pass this torch, but like something is trying to do something it's not supposed to, because every one of these creatures keeps saying the same
Yes.
thing. They're just being told to hunt humans. You broke into their dimension and we're told to just kill them all. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
And he's glitching. So I think that they are part of the system,
true.
because why the fuck would he glitch
True.
if he wasn't? Especially with the elf too. Like, why would the elf glitch if he wasn't part of a system?
Right. So he's made as part of this. What is this system? Who's running this, bro?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Like, yo,
Oh my
bro.
God. Okay. And he just has to follow the
He has to
command.
follow what he's
Why?
told. Yeah. Ooh, let's see what y'all are. I want to see you, bro. I like your armor. I want to see what you on. You and my boy Egris
Let's
better
get some
throw down.
Egris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think there'll be a dungeon break.
Okay.
I think we'll be
Yeah.
fine because Jinwoo's in there. I think Jinwoo's gonna waltz out that fucking dungeon.
Facts. I think they're gonna waltz into the dungeon and see his powers. That surveillance team walked in there right after this.
I hope so. I hope they see it.
Oh, him and Iron.
Okay.
Let's
Go,
go.
Iron.
Ooh.
Go, Iron. Get his
Okay,
head.
Iron. My boy.
Cut his head right off.
My boy 2v1. Yeah. Light
Look
work.
at him go. Look at him go.
Put the blades down. Throw some hands. Oh my.
fast as
God.
fuck, dude. Holy shit.
That
Wow.
boy is such a beast. Nope. Speaking of beasts.
Oh my god.
That trio is goated. Ooh.
He's not letting
Damn.
them.
That boy got a lot of spells.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about it. He got that from the
I
serpent.
forgot. Yeah. And then his mages.
He got the orb. Oh, I cast fireball.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Yo, what the
Burnt them eyebrows off, didn't he?
god damn.
Oh.
She made it.
Oh wow. She's gonna see his powers. Barely alive.
Song of
Oh
Giants.
shit.
He big as fuck.
Well.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Right. Oh
God
my
damn.
god.
Dude, this is like a throwback to the first episode.
Right. Holy
What the
shit.
fuck?
Oh, bro, yeah, they would have been wiped out. They would have been cleaned. Oh.
Yeah. He's such a fucking
Let's
asshole.
go.
I love it.
Ooh.
Stab him.
Right in the
I
eyeball.
mean, he made himself a bigger target.
Hey, look, that's exactly what.
Yeah, he made himself a bigger target.
Oh, man. Holy
God.
shit. Let's go.
What? Oh. Tie his ass up.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Body slam. Let's go.
Nice.
I knew it.
Oh, he saw that.
Oh, I knew they were going to be there and see that.
I'm scrolling that back.
Oh, yes,
Scrolling
sir.
That back. We gotta watch that shit again. That was so badass, dude. He's flying around the fucking world.
Yo, that he has made such a good fucking like use of the king's hand or whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
Ruler's hand, whatever. Yeah, ruler's hand.
Damn.
Ugh. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my, I knew they were gonna see. I knew it, bro. I love how they have his back though. Like, for whatever reason, they seem to be on
Yeah.
his side about keeping his secret. Because he's been on to him since the beginning. Yeah, you are. Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Okay, he can throw hands. Hold on.
He's
Ooh.
going. Ooh,
Never mind.
Shit.
That was short lived.
Look at him. He's glitching.
Oh my god. That's how, is that how he sees the world? I wonder if that's how he sees Jinwoo.
I don't.
I mean, they wouldn't have took him without you. Let's go.
God, that's so badass.
He didn't even have to try twice for him.
Dude, I know. I'll try again too. That was so cool.
Oh my goodness.
Arise, bitch.
Let's
Damn.
go. An elite knight. Tusk.
That's for real.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. I forgot your name.
Dude, his army's fucking massive.
Yeah, right? Busted.
Damn. Oh.
I want to know more about him too.
Oh my god. I know.
Well, what I mean is I want to know more about him, like why he chose to like defend Jin Woo so well. Like he's always been kind of like on his side in a sense.
I think that's just his like job, maybe.
Maybe because I was like, ever since
Like
they've never had like a serious conversation. Like you said, they only know each other in passing, but he's never tried to out his secret. He's never tried to exploit it. None of that. He's always been pretty decent about keeping what he knew in the dark, what he suspected, because he didn't know much until recently.
It seems like he almost kind of manages S ranks a little bit.
It
Not like
seems
manages,
that way.
but you know what I mean? Because he was with that one guy. Like he got in between him,
the beast
one
dude.
guy, the beast guy.
Yeah.
He got in, but he stopped their punches. He's like, cut it the fuck out. And then now he's kind of take it. Like I think that's what he is, kind of like a manager, almost.
I could see that. You know? I've always respected that about him.
They're not officially calling him an S rank still. Now we do know he has to get reevaluated.
Right.
But are they gonna release that he's an S rank at all, or are they gonna keep it secrets? Are there secret S ranks?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because again, like I said, that's what I was getting to. This guy's been pretty good about trying to keep Jin Woo's secret specifically. Although now a small village basically knows about his powers at this point. Like it's just like the third group he's showing off to. So like I feel like they're doing a pretty good job at managing it. But I wonder if there's like a secret society of S ranks. Because remember when we looked it up, there was a shit ton of them.
スキューに匹敵する力をお見せになったのです。ここから静かに出られるようご協力願います。待ってください。あれほどまでの力を持っているのですから、何かと事情がおありのことと思います。荷物持ちに志願された理由はお聞きしません。ですが、我々はあなたが同行してくださったおかげで。
Yeah, they all would have been.
Yeah, they would have been fried, bro. Nobody was getting out of there alive. Oh yeah, forgot about that.
副代表、はい。なんで鶴橋なんか持ってるんですか？私変に思われた。
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was the end of the episode. I was about to be mad.
I know.
うちもまた彼に助けられてしまったということですね。ソンハンターは僕とソンジヌハンター、どっちが強いと思いますか?
Oh, he don't want to answer that. That's the thing, though. Too, he doesn't work together with people. Kind of works by himself.
Yeah.
But does he need to? Because he has a whole army.
True. He is the guild.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't take a dungeon by yourself, which is crazy because he's a fucking S rank.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Little bro. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna join their guild.
He did want him.
Remember, the dad wanted him. The dad told him in order for him to run the guild, he had to bring him. So I wonder if
he needs to get him.
I wonder if out of like kindness for like his new little brother, if he'll join that guild instead and like make a whole new one.
Does joining guilds necessarily matter?
I don't think it does per se. Like they haven't really gone into like the reasoning why like other people join these guilds between each other. I don't think it necessarily matters per se, but I think it might help in terms of getting dungeons done. Cause like you saw, the red guy's an S rank on his own, but he even said he couldn't take a high A to A rank by himself. Like he would need some like B ranks or something with him, I assume. So I assume it's more for strength rather than necessity. I'm assuming. Who's this?
He's gonna get put in the fucking dirt. I don't know, but he gonna get put in the dirt.
Right.
Let's see.
Who is this?
And he says he's superhuman to top it off, so I'm guessing. I think he's an actor.
I wonder if
he's a hunter.
he must have just awakened.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Yeah.
Are you
Hunter's
reading
a
it?
life-threatening show.
Oh, yeah. That's his hunter's
Yeah, but this
contract.
is-
He just awakened. Yeah. That means he just... Oh, we have a new hunter on the scene.
Yeah, and he looks like he's full of himself. I wonder if Jim is gonna put him in the fucking dirt. Put his ass in the dirt.
Oh, that's
We
going to
don't
be
like
fun.
that stuff, bro.
That's going to be a fun episode. I know we didn't do like too much theory crafting mid-episode because we usually kind of like have a good session. But I'm a little bit curious as to see what you
Yeah.
thought of this episode, or were you just more excited about the fight?
I'm so excited about the fight.
Just very excited.
That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to see him fucking let loose, and I wanted to see everyone's reactions to him doing it.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
they aren't reacting to the necromancy how I thought they would,
Same, actually.
which did help. I thought they would be like, "Oh, that's like forbidden," stuff like a typical game stuff.
Right.
We got another glitch,
We got another glitch, yes.
but I don't know what answers that gives me.
Okay. I wanted to get your thoughts
Like-
before I said anything, but I'm on the same page. It didn't tell me jack all. Like, it didn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
Fight scene was goated.
I'm more. Fighting was so fucking good. Oh my god! And then the fact he was able to pick that guy up, so he must have significantly leveled from the elf.
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Like, he must have leveled because
he leveled
couldn't
the
pick
fuck
up the
up.
elf, but he could pick up the orc.
And he did it in one
But
try. He didn't even have to
was-
go. He didn't have to do it again.
No way the elf was stronger than him, right?
I would say it was more of
Why
like
couldn't he pick up the elf?
I would say it was two reasons. More of it was
Just because-
it was a class difference and his current level at the
Mm-hmm.
time. Because remember, he went back into that tower where he got the other ingredient for his mom's elixir, and he leveled the hell up after that. So that's what he said earlier. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Yeah, so I'm wondering if hypothetically, if he were to go back and try to pick up that elf now, could he?
probably the difference is though, I don't know if he could get back into that dungeon because it's now closed.
Well, no, but like
Just hypothetically.
you know?
I would say yes. I would argue yes if that's the case because I think the biggest issue was like I said, like the class difference or strength difference at the time and his level because he was fairly on par. But remember, he had to have Iron and Egress help him with that fight. He didn't necessarily need
Yes.
either of them in this one. He wiped that dude out on his own.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
he manhandled that one by himself. I also think he's starting to cap out. Because if you noticed, when he killed the elf, he got like 3
Yeah.
levels. When he killed this orc, he got 2. So I don't think he's
Did
leveling
he only
up.
get 2? I didn't know if it was 2 or 3, but yeah, he did not level up as much. So I mean, I assume it's like it is the higher you go, the less XP you get.
Right.
However, he is still getting XP.
He is still
and
getting
he's already S
experience.
rank.
I'm thinking there's a cap. I want to say it's roughly around level, typical game knowledge, roughly around level 100. But I think he's starting to like
Yeah, we don't know
peak out, if that makes sense.
what level would we put him at? Level 70 or no?
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe not level 70.
He said level 70.
Was that what he was?
Yeah, he said level 70. Well, he got...
Well, I don't know. I didn't know if that's whenever he left that
Oh,
dungeon.
you're
or
right.
Whenever.
I would argue roughly 75 tops. Because it doesn't give us like how much he gains exactly. We know when he left the dungeon, he was roughly level 70. And we don't know if like helping with the other orcs or whatever on the way there gave him a level or 2. But we know that killing that high orc gave him at least 2. So I would range him roughly 75 at max.
All right, and now the ultimate question: what's going to happen once he hits level 100?
Maybe my theory, if it's not takeover and it's passing the torch, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll become the new Shadow Bender at level 100. That's what I'm calling him, by the way, for the rest of this. He's
Shadow Bender, I like that.
He's the new
Okay,
Shadow
but-
Bender for the rest of this. For the rest of the at level 100. Maybe his body.
And so
Go ahead.
this is the other thing. Whenever he becomes King Shadowbender, and when is it his turn to pass on his powers?
That's
What does he do? How long does he survive?
That's a good
Who
question
knows? Like,
because
what?
if he becomes a god,
And we aren't. Then what? And we aren't entirely positive either as to why this is such a catastrophe.
Right.
Because it is still a catastrophe. We can't forget that.
Hear me out.
What is the problem with this happening? What?
Maybe here, if it's what we think it is now, since I'm shifting my my theory a little bit. If it is more monarchs passing their power on, maybe Jinwoo isn't the catastrophe. Maybe what the dungeons are and what's happening in those dungeons is a catastrophe. So,
But the only reason I don't think that is because whenever Jinwoo's dad came back, he said a catastrophe has like awakened. So like the catastrophe wasn't there before, and it just popped up.
fair. He did say that. So you kind of have a point. I don't know, man, because if he's gonna be the catastrophe, if he's gonna take on this mantle and be a catastrophe at the same time, either he's gonna have to die or he can't exist in the world that he's in. You know what I mean?
And that's the other thing is what does passing the torch? How does passing the torch benefit the other god? Is he just giving up?
Have you ever watched?
Or is what?
Have you ever watched Future Diary?
No.
So in that one, it's a similar principle, not like similar, but similar principle. The god of that world essentially was just dying, and he had a time limit, so he was trying to have a contest to see who was going to take on his mantle, and maybe this god's time is up. Maybe there is a time limit. I don't know, 10,000 years, whatever, a couple millennia, and maybe it's his time is up. And he's trying to find a worthy successor. So maybe that's why I'm trying to lean away from the evil god. Maybe whatever this catastrophe might be, because it doesn't seem like it's evil. Maybe this god's time is up, and Jinwoo was chosen to move on with his powers. I want to lean evil god because something is definitely meant to terrorize the human side. But Jinwoo's not displaying any kind of like loss of personality. Yes, shifting into evil. No, I'm not seeing any of that.
But I still don't like. I feel like we're cooking on the whole monarch theory, but I don't think. I don't know what to make of the dungeons anymore, or like why all this is going on, or what's going to happen after Jinwoo hits max level, or whatever.
Yeah, the dungeons have now thoroughly thrown me.
Can he quit the game?
Right.
Is quitting it? Does he win, or can he quit? Like, does he just keep leveling and leveling and leveling? Like, surely not. Surely there has to be like an end
At some point.
But like, what's gonna happen after that?
It's just it's the dungeons that are throwing me off, because there has to be a point and reason for them to just interrupt, because they didn't have, like you said before, they didn't have these powers before this dungeon popped up. This wasn't a thing. So like, there's a purpose to tearing a hole in the fabric of reality. There's a reason that they're doing it. And I felt like if Jinwoo's god is that strong where he can tear a bunch of holes in reality and pass on his powers, there has to be some plot scheme. There's got to be like either a major god or a group of gods, something behind this. I don't feel like one god is doing all of this. There's something just seems not right with the way that it's running. Like, the dungeons don't make sense anymore now. I feel like there's so many unanswered things. I like that theory so far, and I'm not even trying to like fight against that. It just leaves me with so many other questions. Like,
oh, I know that. Like, just me making that one switch threw off like 4 theories.
Right.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm so confused now. I had so many, and then just me like being like, "Oh, what about this?" threw off everything.
All of it, because I'm like,
so it makes me want to. It makes me want to seem like it makes me not want to go with it, but at the same time, it seems more likely than the other one I had.
Yeah, and I feel like we have bits and pieces of all of these theories, right? And we just don't know which ones to pluck to put together.
Exactly.
The ones that are solidified is, we think alternate reality. I saying I gotta stop doing that. We think alternate reality. We think that this is another world where these dungeons are coming from, what they're calling dungeons. We also think that, I think we both think this, that there is more than one god. With this monarch theory being thrown in, I feel like there has to be. It can't just be one god passing on powers. Like, there's just too much going on, too many different types for it to be just one.
I think there's 2 gods, personally. I think I'm narrowing it down to a good god and an evil god, but your theory with multiple gods with different powers also makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the 2. You're sticking with the multiple.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you think 2. I think there is a society of gods, and I think there's one that is just, as always, one rotten SOB trying to mess things
trying
up.
to fucking start trouble.
Yeah. And I think that, like, and that one god is always the worst, most powerful one. So I think there's a bunch of other gods passing on powers in a very crappily way, but passing on powers possibly. I would know that for sure if I got to see some other monarchs. I don't know why, but I feel like there has to be, like, at least one other monarch. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be one other, like, god passing on his powers. I wonder if there's, like, a beast one, or, like, a fire one, or, like, an ice one, a dragon, something. You know what I mean? Somebody. I need to see one more. That's all. I just need one more.
Yeah, because then who's taking over the evil god's power?
Right.
Or is this the first time that that's happened?
Exactly. Or is he the very first time, like, where he passes on that power?
Like, is he the very first ever player? Or what? We don't know
That's
yet.
a good
but
question.
It's like, fuck, so many questions.
Because that was your first one, too. You thought there was more than one Jinwoo, which would line up with the monarch theories.
Yeah.
You were like, hey, I think there's more than one. And I'm like, well, now that we know about monarchs, there could be more than one Jinwoo.
Yeah, because how else you pass on your power? Like, even in the past, like, did the god that is giving Jinwoo his power also use the system? Or is this like a brand new thing that the god was like, oh, I can't be beat, and I need to pass my powers on to someone else?
Right.
I don't know. I'm fucking confused. I confuse myself so much. I was just like, fuck.
I don't know. Yeah.
This is tough.
It's throwing so many things out of whack now. We got to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. I have faith in us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do this to our brains. All right. We're good at this shit. We're going to figure this out. Man, what a crazy episode. This one was really fun. Thank you guys for stopping in and watching the video with us today. We really appreciate it. If you guys would like to see the uncut, unedited reaction, the link to our Patreon is down below. If you would like to see any of my other content, I do go live on Twitch, and games are always a thing over there. So feel free to stop by. We'd love to have you in there. Thank you guys again for being a part of Club React in Rach's room. We will be back next week with more theories, and I'll be on time this time, okay? I'm going to be on time with my edits from here on out. I appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all in the next episode.